Thank you. You also. All of you. Not you only.
What were your thoughts on the overall game from your team?
That it was a really good performance against a team that I respect a lot. They won 3 out of the 4 old firms until now this season. It's a difficult team to break also because they play really well structured, organized, with a lot of physicality, but in a positive way, I mean that. With good transitions, set pieces, so we had to be on our toes, but my team did that today, and they showed a lot of quality. With 3 good goals, really good football goals, good combination play, and good other chances also. We could have scored more. So a really positive afternoon. At the end of a very busy period, because that was the challenge. We had 11 or 12 games in 37 days. We had a lot of injured players. One moment it was 11 players out. So I had the feeling in moments that I was pulling this elastic at its maximum, and it could break every moment. But the players sticked into the story. They worked really hard until their limits, or over their limits in moments maybe. And if at the end you can give this performance, it only means that the team is growing a lot. And so I'm happy for them that they can have a short break to recover mentally, physically, and then we can start a hard month in January with a good training camp.
You talk about the festive period. There were so many games, so many injuries. What have you said to the players there? Obviously, there's going to be a short break. What have you said to them after this tough period?
That I'm really proud of them in these 11 weeks together, because it's really short, 11 weeks, and everything that happened in that period. That I'm really proud what they are doing, that they all feel that they are growing, that they need to relax now and take their time with their families to make a really strong restart in the second part of the season, and that there are still a lot of challenges for us, and that we will have more time also to grow and to become better, because we can train more.
How would you assess your time in charge so far? Obviously, a great winning record. You've already picked up a trophy. How would you assess it?
No, it's not about me. It's about the team. So no, I'm happy that everybody's saying they see a different team now with more winning mentality, because that's what I demand every day. I see also more and more that more and more quality, that the team starts to understand better and better how I want to see football, how I want them to run together, how I want them to create spaces for other players. It becomes more and more fluid. But that are things I know, if the players keep on working and they stay attentive and they stay concentrated, that after a while it becomes more natural for them. So there are really positive things, and it's now not being satisfied but being ambitious to become better.
Ridvan, Yilmaz was still the man in the match. Got his assist for the third goal. Just wondered what you made of his performance overall.
I think it was the best performance I saw from Ridvan until now in my period. So he's also one of the players who are growing, but I have to say that about a lot of players, if I compare with 11 weeks ago, how they played and how they are playing now, I see a lot of players who are growing, and that's the road we need to take.
Philippe, you always said that this team will hit bumps in the road, and it's about how they react. Well, the reaction today was very good. Is that one of the overall pleasing things for you, the mentality of the group?
Yes, because those are not easy things. I said it also around, and that was then the opposite, around the win in Betis, and then 3 days later being there again and performing, and under all the pressure that you have to win, taking a trophy after so many years. So they showed resilience, concentration, ambition, and that they showed today also, because these are the dangerous games. You were disappointed not to win. It's a few hours away of a break. It's a festive time where all the family, all the people around you having a good time and drinks and food and good life. But they had to recover really fast, and they had to perform. And they are doing that. So they're in the right road. They understand my story. That's also important. Um, that life is much better when you're ambitious every day, and when you're ambitious every game. And if you go in satisfaction about what you did, then you go down. And I see a team who wants to become better and players who want to become better. And I see also a lot of players making this evolution. So now they can switch off. I told them also in the dressing room they can switch off for a few days. Of course, they need to do their program, but you cannot let your body do nothing for 5, 6, 7 days and then have a hard training camp, because then we're in risk again of injuries. So they need to take care of that. But outside of that, they really need to switch off and enjoy their time with their families.
Philippe, will you allow yourself to switch off for a few days now? It's been a very intense period since you came.
No, because I have other things to do. It's not only trainings. We have a January mercato to come, so I need to watch players also. But I will do things with my family also. Yeah, but I don't like to switch off. For me, it's not important. My body don't need to do anything anymore, and my brain doesn't explode of doing that all the time. So I love it, and I will do it.
How excited are you for the second half of the season and the potential of this team and what you see how you see it going?
I'm still curious, because you speak now, and I'm happy about that. You speak now about the potential of this team, and 11 a week ago, I hear a lot of people saying there was not potential enough in this team to do what Rangers needs to do. So it's positive that so many players are growing, and that I want to see, and I will keep a close eye on that together with my staff. Who are the players who staying ambitious? Who are the players who are pushing? And there are a lot of good examples in that way. You have a young lad who was just in academy, who's playing now really regular because he's performing. You have players like Kieran Dowell or Dujon Sterling who play in other positions and did that for the team, but they did it in a good way. So I think this team is in a really good way. This dressing room also, if I see the atmosphere every day in the building with the trainings, their ambition in the trainings. Also now after our first defeat, and we knew it would come one day, the reaction was how I wanted it. And to make a good analyze what went wrong, what we could do better, or other people. And then react directly on the pitch again and leave everything behind us, win or lose.
How active do you expect to be in the transfer window this month?
How active? I think very active every day by looking a lot of players together with the people in the club. And then we will see how much things you can make you can make happen. The things we want. We're not going to sign 10 players, don't worry.
Philippe, you talked there about reaction on the pitch, particularly today, Todd Cantwell. Todd took a bit of criticism after the Old Firm game at the weekend, and then he picks up the yellow card in the early stage of the game today for dissent. How important was it for him, and what role did you play to try and get that reaction out, and we then see the goal in the second half?
It's difficult to take out one player. It's a total story, and every player has his own working points, and that's my job and the staff to point them out and to work on that with them. So I'm happy with the evolution Todd is making, and I prefer to take him out in the 87th minute instead of the 37th minute. I told him also when he came up. He found it funny.
Fabio Silva got a debut today. How happy were you the fact that he got time on the pitch before the break, and he came on as a striker? Will that be where he plays most, or might he be used in wider positions as well during his time here?
First, I think it's always great if a player does the good things in the training, and he did yesterday, to give him minutes at Ibrox, because it's a magical place to play the first time, and he had to feel it also. Then you go also with that feeling into this break, It's different than when you were on the bench all the time. He understands the story. We had a lot of talks before he came about football, about how I see players playing. We spoke about several positions, not only one, that he can play in several positions, and how I see that. So at the end, he could go to places where he could earn much more money, but he came for the football story and for the tradition of the club also, and to win trophies, because he's somebody who's really ambitious. So it was good for him to get his first impression about things. And in these 20 minutes, you didn't have a feeling it was a player who didn't know his teammates. So that's already a very positive thing, because it's not easy as a attacking player to come into a new team that you don't know the other guys and how to run and how to play and who gives the decisive balls and who likes the dribble and all these things you need to learn, and you need to get connection with them. So you see already now that he's a player who will suit the way we want to play football.
Any last one,
Philippe,
Matthew?
Nico Raskin coming back in today was a positive for you. Are you hopeful he'll be the first of a few injured players who gets back to fitness in the coming week?
Yes, yeah, it's important that we get players back, and Nico worked really hard all this time to come back as fast as possible. So it was a little bit a reward from my side also towards him, that he could take a few minutes and get the feeling again to be on the pitch after all the hard work that he's done. To be here, he could have took one week more to be ready for the training camp, but he was hungry to be back as fast as possible. So I'm happy that the circumstances were there that I could give him something back.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.